Guys, DoorDash. I'm gonna tell you guys literally how to make over $1,200 every single week, depending on your area. So literally, 10 easy steps. I make over, I think, $1,200 every single week, literally. So it's easy money. You're your own boss. It's consistent, and you can basically work around your schedule. So whatever you're doing, if you're selling shoes, if you're like have a full-time job, if you're going to school, if you're literally just dropping the kids off and you have free time, this is the perfect job. So basically, I'm gonna give you guys the 10 steps how to make over $1,200 every single week, literally just to make money. So the first step, guys, is to work 40 hours a week. Now, when you guys go onto your app, there's two different things. It's like, oh, there's an active time, there's a dash time. I'd say go by the active time, because if you're just sitting in your car driving around, you're not really working, or making money. So work 40 hours a week. I usually tend to work 6 hours a day. I work every day, but 6 hours a day, because I wrap for shoes. I do a lot of stuff on the side, and I go to school. So 6 hours a day. You can do 9 to 5. You can do, 3 to 11, But for those days, I'd say kind of get to know your schedule, know your area. So like a lot of places are really slow on the weekdays. So like for me, I usually work like a lot around the weekends and a couple hours here and there on the weekdays if I know like some areas are gonna like be really good or really like busy. But that's huge. What does this say? Oh, okay. And for number 2, it is work weekends. Weekends are going to be your biggest time to make money. Literally, if you had to work any days of the week, I'd say work weekends. If you worked 10-hour days on the weekends, you can still make that, I'd say, over $1,000. Literally, if you just work. Because I think I worked Saturday night, and I made $300 in like 3 hours. Literally, just getting tips, getting like consistent flow of just traffic. So it was just nonstop. Like, there was no like, find the hot zone. No, I was just back to back to back. Even before I dropped off a bag or a package, a delivery, I would have another dash already in the system, so I wouldn't be able to rest. So that's always a big thing. And for me, weekends are considered like Thursdays and Fridays, because Thursdays, they're usually busy. Fridays are usually busy. Saturdays are a guaranteed must. Sundays, depending on like, if it's like a holiday weekend, they're usually busy or not. But Sundays are really good. They're better than most weekend days. Or weekdays, sorry. So that's kind of these two most important. So work 40 hours a week and the guy to work weekends. Those are the two major things. If you can do that, you're guaranteed to make over $1,000. Guaranteed. Doesn't matter. I promise you guys. Number 3 is tips. Tips are one of the biggest factors of this. So basically, I'll show you guys a picture right here. I probably made like $500 just in the week, just an average. And then I made another like extra like 200, 180 off of the dash. What's it called? Guaranteed money. And then tips, bro, it's like $400, $500. Because I also get cash tips. I can't put them in there because it doesn't show. But I also get a lot of cash tips. I think I get around like $150 a week because I work every single day and I work in good areas. So for tips, work in good areas. If you know an area has nice money, a good community where it's like big houses and like they're still ordering food consistently, then go to that area. Like don't go into like the lesser neighborhoods. I'm not saying like ghettos like that, because nothing's really that ghetto. I mean, in Sacramento, it's like it's all decent areas, but really like go to nice areas. They tip really good, and just be like, how would I say, go above and beyond. So like say you're in a line, let the customer know like, hey, it's gonna be a little busy. I'm just gonna let you guys know ahead of time. Or say if you're doing like an in-store dash, like, hey, they're out of this item, would you guys like something else? So it kind of gives the customer like heads up that you care about them and you care about their experience with DoorDash, and they'll be more inclined to give you a tip. So just, go above and beyond, try to earn your tips. Tips like a bartender, bro, like they pay you minimum because they know the tips are gonna pay you off in the long run. So pretty much go for the tips. If you can make $500 in tips a week, $300 tips a week, then you're gonna make more than $1,100 or $1,000 every week, because tips are just coming in. I don't think that's even taxed. If you get like cash tips, you can't tax that because it's just right in your pocket. So just try to get your tips, try to be consistent, try to be thoughtful of the customer, and always keep them informed, and always come over with a smile. It's COVID right now, so wear a mask, kind of make them feel safe. And then don't walk on the grass, you know? If you see someone like they have a walkway, try to walk on the walkway. Don't walk right in their grass. That's kind of like a huge thing for me. If I had someone come into my house like, hey, just use the walkway. I know it's a little extra, but it means a lot to me, and that is also really good. Number 4, this is, I kind of learned about this recently, but if you guys can, go into your Dash, thedasher.com, and download a red card. So basically this is like, you can go into the stores and actually shop for the customer. So you can go in there, they have an item list on your Dash, on your phone, and then they'll tell you guys which aisle to go through, the pictures of the items, you can pick it out, you scan them, and you put them in the cart, and you shop for the customer yourself. So basically this is a credit card. This is get you, I think, a huge amount of money. Like, I think my biggest order was like $75, and it was just really like, it was like a 10-minute drive, but I was in the store for like 10 minutes, so like 20 minutes I made $75. So get one of these. If you can just like, say you're just like going slow, or you just started the Dash, I would always start off at like a Smart and Final, a Safeway, or a Walmart, because they're all, what's it called? Not sponsored, but they're all connected with DoorDash. So those 3 stores will give you a lot of money. I've gotten $40 dashes, $65 dashes, $75 dash. So this red card will save you tons of time and gas, save you tons of money, because you're not driving around trying to get $75. You get it in one dash, which is really, really big. So you basically make $75 in 1 hour. If you do 2 of these, you might make more than $100 in 1 hour, because you're saving a bunch of gas. So red card is a huge thing. You can get in your Dash. If you did lose it, you can go onto your account and let's say like a lost red card. So you can also get a red card, and they're always free unless you want to do like fast shipping, which is like $8, and you want to do like medium shipping, which is like 5 to 7 business days, which is like $4. But if you want to wait for the long time, it's like 15 to 30 days. It'll come sooner than that, but it's always in the Dash, or you can call Dasher support for that. The next thing besides that is the catering bag. Catering bag also allows you to do 3 dashes or 4 dashes all at once. So instead of like getting your guys' normal 1 dash or even 2, you get 3 to 4. And they all usually are on the same store. So say I go to like Wingstop, I have 4 different orders, and I can do them all at once. So I'm not going back and forth, because I hate when I had a dash, I just dropped it off. I'm like, I'm going back to the same store, and it's close to the house I was just at. It's like, bro, I'm wasting huge gas. I could have got 2 of those orders for that, you know what I'm saying, in 1. So basically, you can get that on the Dasher app too. This right here, they had a promo. When I bought it, it was like $8, but I think they're usually going for like 12 to 13. But this definitely pays off, literally within your first dash. Like, when I dash now, I only get 3 to 4 orders, like literally. I mean, it's kind of rare that I get a 1 order dash, but it's usually like pretty big money, like, you know, 20, 30 bucks every single dash, because I get huge tips. I'm always courteous. So the red card and the Dash bag are definitely a must. It's not like you need it, but it helps me out make money faster, so I don't have to work 70 hours a week, because I'm not doing that. I'm working 40 hours a week. That's tops. I don't really care about dashing that hard. Literally, I make over $1,300 every single week working 40 hours. So I'm not doing no crazy 87-hour video, 87-hour dashing nonstop. No, it's literally just this basic hours that everyone else works. I just make more money. So that is definitely huge. Number 5 is follow the promotions. So if you guys look, when you open the app, it's called in the top corner. Literally, it would say promotions, and it'll tell you, like, you kind of know the promotions, like, hey, it's 5 o'clock, busy traffic time, you can work there, or it's 9 to 12 at night, another $3 dash tip. So basically, promotions just give you an instant raise. So I'd say follow those. A lot of times, you kind of just dash into it. So say you're dashing, it'll automatically put you in the promotion. But if you start off doing the promotion, then you start off on an extra $3 every single dash you do. So it's not like mandatory. It's not like a big thing. So I put number 5. But it's really, really good, especially if you're working after 12 o'clock. Those are huge, because you definitely can make a lot more money. But you're working the graveyard shift. So yeah, follow the promotions. Usually they'll tell you, like, you can work in, like, they'll tell you a couple of days in advance, so you can always plan that out perfectly with your schedule. But I always start out 4 to 5, so I'm already starting, or I'm not in traffic, so I can make some good money, or I can already get to the area I want to be at because I go to nicer areas. So if I leave at 3 to 4, I'll get there, and by the time it's 5 o'clock, I'm already in a dash making more money. So always plan ahead for that. And they're gonna start doing challenges like how they do over Uber. Like if you do a certain amount of dashes within this amount of time, you get extra 30, 40 bucks. So hopefully that happens soon. But for right now, just follow the promotions. They're really, really cool. Like I said, it's an instant raise. So you're obviously automatically making $3 extra, $1.50 extra, $2 extra every single dash. So that's also a plus. Not a big, huge thing, but you can work whenever you want to. If you work that 9 to 5 for DoorDash, work 9 to 5. You still make money. They start promotions, I think, around 9 in the morning or 11. But, you know, whatever you guys got to do to get that 40 hours in, then do it. And so number 6 is really, really the big thing for me, because I love doing this, is become top dasher. Top dasher has, I think, 4 requirements. You got to do 100 dashes within the month. You got to have 70% of acceptance. You got to have 95% of completion. And you got to have above a 4.7 star rating or dasher rating. The first 3, really easy to control. 100 dashes, just dash. You know, that's literally 3.1 dashes a day, and you can get 100 dashes within a month. And then acceptance for me, it's kind of hard because some dashes suck. Like some dashes literally like, hey, drive 10 miles for $5, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But if you think about it, I usually dash. If you work 40 hours a week, you're guaranteed gonna work, or you're guaranteed gonna do around maybe 70 to 100 dashes, like guaranteed that week. So I say the first 3 weeks of the month, you know, pick and choose. Like, hey, I'm trying to make some good money this week, this week, and then you can basically just pick what you want. You can have a low rating. It doesn't like affect you from dashing. It won't fire you if you have 30% acceptance. As long as you don't like steal the food or like you complete the delivery when you do accept it, you should be good. Just pick and choose, because if you want to make more money, you want to like use your time wisely, then pick and choose the dashes that you do take, and then complete them. Completion. If you pick the dash up, either drop it back off at the store or complete the dash. Like you've already accepted it. That's kind of hard to do, but I don't know. For me, if I'm already doing it. I drive a Challenger, so it's not really good on gas, especially now. But I'll take the L. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you can literally see on your dash how far it's gonna be, where it's gonna be at. Like you can kind of zoom in, see like, oh, this is gonna be an apartment. It's gonna be a house. So you kind of can tell. So just kind of go off of that. And then what was it? Yeah, ratings. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, customers, they have an item missing, now it's on you. But it's really not, because the store might have missed the item in there. There's traffic, you know. So like I said in the beginning, literally just tell the customer what's going on, kind of keep them informed of like the whole situation. With there's a huge line. If there's orders that are not missing or can't be made, let them know. And then just kind of like, you know, wing it. Like literally just try to be the best you can. Like try to just butter them up, because you really can't control the ratings. You literally can't. You can come there on time. You can be there nicest, keep the food, and they could have put the order in the plate all messed up. And then they'll blame you. Or they have an item missing and they'll blame you. So don't really take it to heart when they give you a bad rating. Just kind of keep it up, because if you go under a 4.2, then they could deactivate your dash. So kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just let them know you're trying your best, and that's all they can do. So top dasher basically means you can dash whenever you want. Top dasher, you can dash when it's not busy, you can dash when it's raining, you can dash when it's literally dead. Like there's no one buying anything, you can dash. So they'll let you dash and make the extra money while people are waiting or driving to areas trying to catch the red zone. So top dasher is really, really convenient when you're like working from home or dropping off the kids. You can just dash even if the area is not busy. So I say top dasher is not a priority. It's also just clutch. It's a clutch thing to have, and it lasts the whole entire month. So say you have a 4.7 at the beginning of the month and it goes down to a 4.5. As long as that month's still going on, you're still a top dasher. You still can make up for it in the next couple of days before the month ends. So just keep doing that. And like I said, it's not like a huge thing. You don't need it to make $1,100, $1,200 every single week. But it does help a lot, because you can basically dash when you want to. So keep that in mind. Number 7. Oh, yeah. Number 7, sorry. Learn to decline the orders. Like I said earlier, hey, if you're driving 20 miles for a $5 dash, don't do it. There's no money in that. You're losing money. You're wasting gas. Don't think they're going to give you a big tip because you drove that far. They probably won't. I mean, it's not up to you. It's up to them. So just decline the order. Literally. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to save you tons of money and a huge headache because I wouldn't do it. Next thing is, on the weekends, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, they're huge lines. People want tacos. They probably got back from the bar. They're probably drunk. I don't take them. After 12 o'clock, I don't do Jack in the Box. I don't do it. There's lines of 30 minutes long. I'm not going to do it. I don't care how big the tip is. I don't care how big the money is. I'm not doing it. I'm not sitting in line for an hour for $15. I'm not. I'd rather work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Just go work minimum wage. So be careful. Like, kind of, as I'm saying, know the area. If you know where you're at, you know how the stores work, you know how the employees work at certain stores, then you can pick and choose. But certain times, I don't do dashes that are under, like, say, I do the 2 to 1. So if the money is $10, then it has to be under 10 miles. You know what I'm saying? Because I go every mile is 2 minutes. So I don't want to do work 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? For under $10. You know, I'll do it because I drive pretty fast, my Challenger, but I'm not gonna be running around for $5 for a 20-mile drive. So yeah, always just watch the acceptance thing. You can, like, it gives you 30 seconds. I know it's kind of short, but you can also read, hey, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to work that long of a drive or that long of a store for that amount of money. Also, like I said, learn to decline your dashes. I hate apartments. So if you hate apartments just like I do, you can do 2 things. You can either decline it, kind of lose money because apartments do give you guys some good tips. I got most of my tips through apartments, or you can call them before you get there. So as you're driving up to the apartment, call them. If they have like instructions in the phone, read them. But if you guys do get lost, feel free to call the customer because it saves them time, has their food warm when you get to their house, and it saves you guys a huge amount of headache just driving around apartments because apartments are never numbered the right way. They're always numbered 1, 5, 35, and 6. You're like, bro, that makes no sense. So you're driving around for hours, and if it's dark, you're gonna be just completely screwed. So please call the customer before you get there, so they can give you the gate code and give you the directions, left and right, whatever, and you guys can know exactly where to go when you're driving to that apartment. And then that will save you guys tons of time and tons of headache because that just frustrates me, and I want to just quit and go home if I have an apartment and I can't find the address. So yeah. Number 8. This is probably the hugest thing. I should have been higher in the list, but a lot of people are older now. But taxes. You can make all this money in 1 week. You can. It's not saying guaranteed, but it's literally like, for me, it's like 95% of the time I make that money. But they can screw you in taxes. So whatever you do, whatever receipt you got, save it because you're not on a W-2, you're not on a W-4, you're on a 1099. So save all your receipts. Whatever you're doing for your car maintenance, if you're getting food for yourself for the delivery, if you're just, you know what I'm saying, buying a Red Bull, save the receipts because that can be used as a tax write-off. So all the money you're making can be screwing you over in the long run if you don't save your receipts because basically you're your own boss. So they don't know that you're buying all this stuff for yourself. They just think you're just like, oh, I have free money, I'm blowing it on clothes and watches and products like that. No, like, hey, all the money's going back to the business to take care of my car, take care of me. So save all your receipts. I'd say get like an envelope, a plastic bag, even put it in your shoebox. Just keep all the receipts so you can write all that stuff off for tax season. So anything you do with your car, anytime you get food, anytime you get drinks, gas, save all the receipts. That will save you guys a ton of headaches, save you guys tons of money, and you actually can make that $1,100 a week actually because you're not, you know what I'm saying? So that's a huge thing. So taxes. Number 9 is know your area. So the first month, I'd say, unless you know the area really good. I mean, I know Sacramento really good, but sometimes I go to Roseville or like a city up or a city down or city to the left and right. I don't know them that well. So it just takes a while to learn the area. So like say you do have apartments and you know the apartment area complex really good, then do the apartment. I mean, you know where everything's at. So like it basically helps you out with everything. A lot of places, a lot of stores have say you go through the drive-thru, like, hey, come inside. And if you know the store isn't going to tell you that, you just go inside automatically. And you can save tons of time in that line, or tons of time just waiting in that line to get inside the store. So just know your area, know the apartments, know the stores, how they work. Like if they're busy at a certain time, like I said about the Jack in the Box, like, hey, they're going to be busy on the weekends. So I'm not going to go there on the weekends, but on the weekdays, they're really, really slow. So, I mean, not slow, but like the lines are not that long. You can definitely just take that Taco Bell or Jack in the Box that time, but just kind of get the feeling of everything, kind of get the algorithm out of your whole city. And I basically save you guys tons of time because you'll be more efficient when you're dashing. You be more efficient of like where to go. Like, hey, if you have a Taco Bell order, you don't got to put it in the maps because you already know the Taco Bell's at. Like, hey, it's down the street. Just boop, 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 like, 'cause you know the area. So that takes a while. It's not like you're going to just get it off the first couple days. So just learn the area. Stick to like the 5 same areas. And you know, so when you first start dashing, go to the nice neighborhoods. Always start there because they'll give you huge more tips. The houses are bigger. There's not a lot of apartments in nice areas. They have houses, you know. And then if it's like really, really slow and you have to go to like the bad areas and go up there, but I'd say I prefer to go to the nice areas. Sorry about that. And then number 10 is avoid fast food restaurants and apartments at night. That's just my huge thing. I can't stand it. I don't know where anything's at. It wastes a bunch of time. Even if I do call them, they don't pick the phone up. I just call DoorDash like, hey, I can't find these guys' apartments. I just don't want to be like wasting hours and hours of my time driving around this apartment at nighttime when they don't want to answer the phone. So I'd say if you guys can, avoid it at all costs. Just avoid it. Like when you guys go on your map, basically it'll pop up, hey, DoorDash for Taco Bell to this place. You can zoom in on the screen and you can see like, oh, the apartment's shaped like, you see like, if it's an apartment complex, you'll see like big just shapes. And if it's houses, it'll just be little squares in a row. So you can basically decide right there, like, hey, I know where this apartment's at. I can go there and do it. Or it's a house, so I definitely want to do it. I know that the store is not going to be that long of a line, so I can just get in and get out and go to my next dash and keep dashing. Or you can get the Dasher bag. It's going to be a line, but you'll have 4 dashes instead of just 1. So, you know, it's not going to be like you're sitting in line for 1 dash. Like, no, I'm sitting in line for $40. So, yeah, I'll do it because I'm making $40 within that 1 hour. So, basically, I'm making $40 an hour. So, I mean, everything has to go with each other. So, if you're making this long dash, make sure you're making a good decision on the money you're making. And make sure that it's definitely going to be easy. Or, like, even if you're in line, like, hey, is like any like certain directions I should know before I go into your apartment. But basically, if you follow those 10 steps for dashing, they're pretty simple. I know I talk kind of fast, but you'll make really good money. I've literally made thousands of dollars this year. I'm on like $45,000, and I've only worked, I think, like 35 weeks because I was doing this whole shoe thing and I was working and it was COVID, so I was getting paid COVID money. But it's a really, really good job. It's really, really good if you're going to school. Like, basically, you can just go to school, get your homework done, go on the streets, pay your rent off, pay for your books, all that other stuff. And it's also good for a side hustle. So you don't got to work 40 hours a week if you don't want to. I'd say if you do have to work, just work the weekends. And you'll make really good money. And you'll have a lot of free time because you're your own boss. But that's the first 10 tips on how to make good money doing DoorDash. If you guys have any questions, go in the comment section, let me know. If you guys have any things that you don't agree with, also let me know in the comment section. If you guys love the video, leave it a like. If you guys hate the video, dislike it. That's what it's there for. And then, yeah, I'm Gil Gully, and thank you.